Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and welcome to the Parashat of this morning. We are in the book of Bamidbar. We bless the name of the Lord for keeping us alive, for sustaining us, for blessing us, and for making us to reach this occasion to open another Sifar, another book, and the book of Bamidbar, the book of the desert, the book of the wilderness. And there's a lot of goody, especially in this book, that we are going to learn this morning and on the consequence week, that is ahead. I subtitle the parasha of this morning, where the power emanates. Where the power is emanating, where the power is coming from. And we can understand that the power and the strength and the energy, the radiance emanate from the desert. Why the desert? Why did God decide to give us the parasha, the Torah in the desert, not in our palace, or not in our parting ground, or not in our home, or not in any other place, but of all the places in the world, God decided the desert. So we're going to see the reason why. In this week, Parashat Bamidbar, the Torah states in Bamidbar chapter 1, verse 2. Take a census of the entire Israelite community. Do it by their families, according to the paternal line, according to the names of each male taken individually. The term Sheni, which means the census, reflects a rising up, indicating the counting of the Hebrew people was used to lift them up in importance. This was accomplished in two ways. First, the act of counting the Hebrew people created a sense of unity among the individuals who were now part of a larger whole. And secondly, it's all about togetherness, openness, indivisibility, that it cannot be divided. It's oneness. And remember here, that is the key. It's very, very important. Take a census of the entire Israelite community, do it by their families according to their paternal line. The Torah never used maternal line. It's giving us another evidence saying all is always on the paternal side. The Torah always points to the paternal side. The Torah never points to the maternal side. Nowhere, you can never find it in Torah. It's not there. It's always according to the paternal, according to their fathers, according to the families, according to their father's lineage. You shall count them. And this is very important for us to understand. Bamidbar, the desert, as the prime location for the giving of the Torah. Looking around, if we look around in the desert of Sinai, Har Sinai was not the tallest or the mightiest of all the mountains around. No. It stood smaller and less imposing than most of the surrounding mountains. Because in the desert, in Midian is a rocky land. It's a mountain region, right? There's a lot of mountains that are even higher than Mount Sinai, who are mightier, who are stronger, who are like big and huge. But Mount Sinai said it's just like, I think it's 2,000 meters high. That's relatively small. But some mountains there 3,000, 4,000 meters. But God decided to choose this small, medium, less imposing mountain to descend and to talk to his people. What is this thing telling us? It's telling us about this mountain represents humility, simpleness. You see? That this is one of the most necessary ingredients for one to succeed in the Torah study. The Torah begins giving on Mount Sinai is the communique of the relationship between God and the Israelite people, his people. The desert was the place of his communication, and specifically was used because of the effectiveness which that venue offered. And what are these effectiveness? There are many different channels that the Holy One, blessed be He, could have used, but He ultimately decided that the best place for me to communicate personally with these people will be in the Midbar. In the desert. Why? We need to understand that this is telling us about that we as a human being have to have a complete dependency on Him. Right? The desert. No rain. Right? No food. Nothing grow. Danger. scorpions, lions, and snakes, all kinds of danger. It's filled with danger. You might be able some, what do you call it? You know, the people, what's his name? I just escaped my mind. These people that, that steal things on the sea, they call it pirates. They have desert pirates too, you know. You are coming with your camel, with your boat, they attack you, they loot everything, and they kill you. So this desert is filled with full of danger. And God is saying, don't worry, absolutely, I am with you. Because in this place is serene, it's calm. When you shout, ooh, you can hear your ooh thousands of miles away. It's quiet. No distraction. Nobody, no boom, 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 busy and bustling and busy of the city. You don't hear that. The ambulance running, you don't hear that. You won't even see Abba running for emergency. No. Abba is stand still. Because it's in the what? In the desert. No emergency call. No iPhone. No Samsung, right? That is disturbing you. Somebody is calling me. No. It's a serene land. It's ownerless. Nobody owns the desert. And God is giving us the understanding that the Torah I'm giving you has no owner. I am the owner. Anyone that is willing, anyone that is thirsty, anyone that is hungry is invited to come and drink, to come and eat and be satisfied. He said, why do you waste your money for that doesn't make sense? Why do you waste your life? Why do you waste your energy for that makes no sense? Come, Yeshua said unto me, come and drink. It's free. Come and eat bread. The bread of life is free. And then you will live. And out of your belly will flow the river to eternal life. So we need to understand the reason why God is giving us this in the desert. And it is surprising that some of our sages, some of our rabbis, some of our wise men, I understand too from one part, they took the Torah and they built a zayad around it. They took the Torah and they built fences around it. Say, we need to guide it and protect it. I understand it's good. But if you look at it very well in what God is saying, he said the Torah is ownerless. Nobody owns it. It's me that own it. It's God who gives it to us free. So why are we building zayad fences to protect it so that other people cannot have access into it? But the Torah is saying it is free. I give it to you free of charge. The Midrash explained that the Midbar was chosen as the place the Torah will be given because it is truly no man's land. The Torah is hefka. No one owns it. That's the meaning of the word hefka. It's ownerless. It is open. It is devoid of distraction, unlike the city, or we within the confines of our luxurious home, where we are drawn to a moraine of distraction. The baby cry, yeah. I'm not saying baby doesn't cry in the desert, but it's serene, right? So you hear this, you hear that, you hear all kinds of your head, your ears are filled with noise. So if God said, "Thou shalt not kill," how can you hear that? Because the city noise, you can't hear that. I always like when we go to the cottage, because it's very serene, very quiet. I go outside in the lake, because this is the cottage and that is the lake. I will just go down there and just sit down and wash. And when I wash, my wife will come, "Oh, you're taking too long." I say, "Let the mosquito bite me. I like it." Because she has no idea what I'm thinking about. The beauty of nature, you can hear, I'm telling you, you can hear the nature speak. The earth has its own frequency. If you can listen, if we can listen, I'm telling you, you will hear God speaking. You hear the bird praising God. You can even hear the wind as it passes gently. You can hear the leaves clapping, saying, "Glory to the Almighty." Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm telling you, you can hear it. Because it's serene. But in the city, you can't hear that. Because by the time you on the TV, the first news that you hear is about murder. See, there's nothing good out of it. So it is very nice, it is very good when you go outside of the city, look at the stars, and hear all of them, each star has its own frequency. The frequency of this star is not the same with the frequency of this star. Can you imagine how all of them are exalting, glorifying the name of the living God? So, the desert is a place to think, to process, to concentrate, making it an ideal for Torah learning. Even though in the world, when you want to do an exam, they will write you, go, make sure that you have nobody to do what? To disturb you. Go to a serene place, quiet place, no noise, and then you can open and do your what? Your exam. But that is where you can concentrate to understand everything that I have learned, that the teacher have learned me. Now it's time now for me to now begin to answer questions which my teacher or my professor is asking me. Because it's serene, can concentrate and be able to bring out all those knowledge that you have learned over the years. The Midrash Rabbah teaches that whoever does not make themselves as Hivka, meaning ownerless, like a desert, is not able to acquire the wisdom of the Torah. Meaning, if you are so proud, so pompous, this is me, yeah. Okay, you will never attain the wisdom of the Torah. You have to be simple. It is God that brings up the simple, and the pride is what it demoted, it brings them down. So this is the understanding of the Torah. It is not that Israel is the most esteemed people. The Torah, God even told us. It's not that you are the most righteous people on earth. No. It's not that you are the most populated people on earth. No. It's not that you are the most strongest people on the planet. No. But because you are the richest. Because you are the poorest and nobody. Now I'm going to make you somebody. And then you shall see and glorify God. So when people can see that this man who is poor, this man who is nobody becomes somebody, they say, how did you do it? That is the miracle. That is the sign. That is what men want. Oh wow, I thought this is impossible. But it's possible. For with God, nothing is impossible. So this is what God is doing. But if you are already a great man, God can make you great again, more greater, but you will be saying it's because of me, because I have worked for it, because I have done this or I have done that. No, it's not because you are righteous. No. Many people want to say that Israel was righteous. Israel is the son of Abraham, Isaac, and just I understand that, yeah. But it's because Israel has no idea of who they are as a people. Now God is saying, I'm going to make you my own people. I'm going to do what? I'm going to make you special. I'm going to fulfill the promise I've made to your fathers, so that they will know that the whole country that is surrounding you will understand that my word is never in vain. That when I speak, it stands eternally. So that is what our rabbis are stating here. The Gemara in Nedarim 55a states, that is in the Talmud. He said, if a person make himself like a desert in an ownerless state, then the Torah will be given to him as a gift. I repeat again. Look at the knowledge, look at the wisdom there. In the book, in the Gemara, in Nedarim 55a, it states, if a person make himself like a desert in an ownerless state, then the Torah will be given to him as a gift. That means if you devoid yourself of everything, like Yeshua did, right? He devoid himself completely, of everything. Remove every garbage. Remove everything. He said, here am I, send me. That is it. I have no control of myself. I have no control of my being. I have no control of anything about me. All control is you. I hand over everything. And that is the hardest thing a man can do. Because a man said, I will never hand over everything to something or to somebody I did not see, to some unknown power or to some unseen God. I want to see it. I want to have at least some sign of control about myself. And when you are saying that I want to have some kind of control, it doesn't work. Because the spirit will say go left, and the control will say no, go right. And there, as a human being, you yield to the control. But when you make yourself completely open, say, God, take me, use me the way you want. I will never resist. Then, when God says go left, as a human being, it doesn't make sense. I'm telling you, when you reach that place, you will see there's a sense there. So it is always contradictory to the human nature. Always, always. You say, this doesn't make sense. People, if you ask your friends, you say, don't do it, oh. It doesn't make sense, oh. Because this is you give all kind of reasons. Then when you begin to rationalize those reasons, they say, oh, actually it doesn't make sense. Then you won't do it. But when you say, okay, God is saying, do it, I do it. So when you do it, then your friends say, oh, you succeeded. How did you do that? Because God is saying, go do it. So this is what I want us to understand. With the Torah, that is how the Torah is given to those who are simple-minded. Furthermore, the Midrash the Midrash states in the Torah was given that the Torah was given with fire, as stated in Shemot chapter 19. It also was given by water, as it was written in the book of Shoftim, and also on the earth like the desert floor, where in every first verse of the Bamidbar that we read, just as these three elements are free in the world, and no one owns them, so too the Torah is ownerless, and whoever wants to take it can do so. It is your choice. God has given it unto us free. Are you willing? Do you want? Do you want to have a taste of the bread of life? God will never force it into your mouth. It's a choice. God can lead you to the river. God can lead you to the banquet. God can lead you to where the bread is. But God will never ever force that bread into your mouth. You decide. You can say, oh, I don't want to drink, I want to starve to death. Okay, starve yourself to death, it's your choice. You say, I don't want to drink, I want to become thirsty until I dry like bone. It's your choice. God will say, oh, I must. No. Human being decide. God will lead you onto that path. But you decide, what do you want? Finally, let's see what one of our rabbis said, Rabbi Bechaya ben Ashir, in his commentary in the Chumash. He's giving us some understanding, describing the different level and areas of communication the Holy One, blessed be He, had with Moshe Rabbeinu, beginning with a broad and public address to the ultimate private meeting. He said in the very first pasuk, in the very first verse of Bamidbar chapter 1, verse 1, he states, and God spoke to Moshe in the Sinai desert in the tent of meeting on the first day of the second month in the second year since the going out from Egypt. Thus saying, and here is what another Midrash is saying, on the word tent of meeting, states that the first place the Holy One, blessed be He, spoke to Moses was at the burning bush. This is open for all to hear. Following that, the Holy One, blessed be He, also spoke to Moshe in Egypt. And from there, he spoke to him in Midian. Later on, the Holy One, blessed be He, spoke to Moshe on Har Sinai. The final platform that is noted was when Adonai spoke to Moshe in the tent of meeting. Once the speaking and the communication took place in the tent of meeting, such communication will no longer occur anywhere else. The intimacy and privacy that the Holy One, blessed be He, as with Moshe, was the highest degree of communication possible. You see, all the areas that God spoke to him. So, communication is relationship. Right? Let's say you have a wide audience, right? Big stadium, and you are standing there and you are speaking. There is things that you cannot speak to many people. You just speak the general term, right? Oh, okay, generally, okay, I want you to be good. Make people feel good. Make people understand what you are saying. But when it comes to intimacy, you say, okay, now this is for the people now. Now, for me and you, come in the bedroom, sit down. You know, the other time I told you this, you know, this is what I meant. 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 This is what I want you to do. It's a personal now between you and your Creator. Not like when he's speaking to you on the stadium, in the stage of a stadium. It's a different form of communication. You and your daughter, you and your son, you are outside. Your son or your daughter did something wrong, You don't start shouting, yeah. So, okay, when you get home, you see the consequence, right? Okay, the child understands, oh, at home, it's a long case. No, now they don't do that. But in my days, you know, when my grandfather said, don't worry, at home, I understand that cane is waiting for me at home, you know, because that's the word at home means, you know. At home, you start behaving yourself. You don't misbehave in public, right? So when you get home, say, what? Then I'm telling you, the whole hell will open. The gate, that is it, you know. You say, I will do it again, I will do it again. See, personal relationship. God talk to you in the stadium or in the public place, but when you now come to your own, in that small part of your private life, of your private room, of your private home, or whatever it is, that where you communicate intimacy with your Creator, now you begin to expand and giving you more understanding about what he's speaking. So the same thing here with Moshe Rabbeinu. The greatest place of influence takes place in a holy setting. Not only is the setting important, it is the venue that lends to sense of caring, allowing an openness from one to another, to impact someone and make a difference in your relationship with them require a very direct face-to-face interaction with no beating around the bush. Speaking with an individual in public or speaking to an audience in public does not afford the speaker to be very open and direct. Openness and directness is better served in privacy and in a holy place. That is what God is saying. Right? So here, God does not beat around the bush. He goes direct. La 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 la. That is it. The same thing, we have also the opportunity to go direct with our God. Right? So there's a prayer that you can pray in the synagogue. That, okay, because you are praying, I know some of us we pray in our mind, some of us we can pray open, but there is some prayer that when you get home, your private setting with your God, you just burst out. You like, it's like a thunder, and God can understand. Say, yeah, my daughter needs it, my son needs it. It is here. Okay, I'm hearing it, I'm going to give it. I'm hearing it, I'm answering you. I've already, before you open your mouth, I've already answered you. Okay, go in peace. So this is very, very important for us. So for us to understand how God communicates with us, you know, that face-to-face relationship. It's not like now that, you know, some people they want to have a long distance relationship. I don't know how that works, but some people say it works for them. Hallelujah. I don't argue with that, but I don't know how is that possible. You want to have a relationship that one man is here, the woman is in England. So Facebook is what's the name of this? FaceTime, all right? FaceTime or the other form of communication. That is not communication. Yeah, it's a kind of a communication, but that face-to-face communication, that human relationship is very, very important. I want to see your skin. On the camera, I can see how you feel. But when you are sitting in my front, I can see that. Before you even speak, I can hear your vibration. Wow. You know, that on the computer you can't hear no vibration. You can't feel the second person. But when you are face to face, you can feel it. It's different. So, and this is what God is talking. I don't want us to be communicating with God with iPhone. God doesn't recognize that. Okay, He wants to do is face to face. These days, period to Shavuot, everyone speak about preparing for the matter Torah, which means the receiving of the Torah. I ask for one reason, because there are many answers, but I would like to suggest that the most important lesson to make from Shavuot that we are going to celebrate very soon from receiving of the Torah is this. Number one, consider from where it has come from the mountain, from the desert, from the world, from a no man's land. You know, that is where the Torah was given. Number two, go meet with the Holy One, blessed be He, in today's tent of meeting. Where is your own tent of meeting? You have to decide. Where is it? Is the synagogue your tent of meeting, where you communicate with your God perfectly well? Maybe all the week you are busy with your work, with your daily activities. You have no time. Maybe the only time that you have is in the synagogue, which is to you is your tent of meeting. Or maybe your tent of meeting is your bedroom. After the whole work of the day, you can have at least, my people, at least 1 hour. Stay calm. Try to hear God speak. I know, I repeat myself, I know it's hard in the city, but in the evening time, you know, the Torah says, and in the evening time, the Lord God will descend and communicate with Adam. God did not come in the afternoon time, in the evening time, in the quiet time. That's the understanding of that. In the quiet time, when everything is done, everything is calm. So maybe in your own evening time, right? That 9 o'clock, or 9 to 10 o'clock, or maybe it's 8 to 9 o'clock. And I don't know what that quiet time that you have for yourself. It doesn't matter the hour, right? That you can just lock yourself up. I know sometimes it's hard, but try to get that done. 1 hour for yourself. No, nobody. You are not greedy. You know, no, mama. 1 hour. If you call mama, I deal with you. No mama for 1 hour. Mama is absent for 1 hour. Papa is absent for 1 hour. Right? I just want to be by myself for 1 hour. Create that time for yourself. Reflect for the day. Reflect on the Torah. Reflect on your life. Reflect how can I improve myself to move forward every time. All about God is all about for us to improve ourselves every day. This today I did this, maybe so. Tomorrow how can I perfect it? Okay? You think like that, and God will actually give us understanding, each individually and collectively. Please, it is very important. The Torah is given to us in the desert, where we have complete dependency on God. Hand over everything to Him. Don't struggle with Him. No, don't say, okay, God, I give you 9. The total is 10, but this one, no. This one I put it in my pocket. I don't think, you don't need this one, God. In me, I need this one. God doesn't want that. He wants to give us complete. Give it to Him. I'm telling you, let Him be the captain of your ship. Let Him be the driver of that car. I'm telling you, you will never have accident. Never. That ship will never hit an iceberg. Because He created those things. And He knows where those holes, those dangers, those scorpions, those lions, those snakes, He knows where they are. Because He created them. They have purpose. He didn't just create them for fashion. He knows where they are. And so therefore, He can guide you all your life. Don't depend yourself on the GPS. GPS is man-made. You remember that? Every day say, recalculating. Why are you recalculating? Because it's a man-made. You will always recalculate. But when you depend upon God, there is no recalculating. Direct. He knows the path. You know, He will guide you. And at the end, He will be on the other side, rejoicing and blessing Him. Parashat Bamidbar, where the power emanates. The power emanates from Mount Sinai. Shabbat Shalom.